So let me sum up my argument. We're passing through one of humanity's great moments, a cultural climate change. And the signs of it are that the weather patterns that existed for so long, the progressive secularization, the progressive westernization, the progressive accommodation of religion to society, those weather patterns no longer hold. We are entering one of the world's great ages of desecularization, and it is the rise of non-Western cultures that will shape the 21st century. The end result is, and we saw how Rabbi Soloveitchik and Alistair McIntyre and others warned us of this decades ago, but the result of which is that lose religion from the mainstream of society, you will lose the sanctity of marriage, you will lose the bond of community, and you will lose the social covenant that says e pluribus unum, we're all in this together. So, one thing is clear. Religion is not about to die. As I said before, the religious have bigger families and stronger communities, and they're going to grow in numbers and confidence in the course of the 21st century. But the secular West is in real trouble. It's reenacting a scenario played out many times in the course of history, in Athens and Rome, in antiquity and Renaissance Italy. And the same thing happens each time. A culture, a civilization at the very height of its affluence and its creativity finds that people are becoming more individualistic. They become more hedonist. They become more skeptical of religious beliefs. And that causes a loss of social cohesion, of social energy, and social ideals. Now, no one said it better than a great American historian. Now, does anyone recall this name, Will Durant? Now, unbelievably, Will and Ariel Durant, I think his wife's name. Now, don't forget Will Durant, who, as a young man, wanted to be a priest, actually became an atheist. So listen to what this atheist says, and it's unbelievably powerful. After his huge study of the story of civilization, he says, what happens at a certain point in history is that here I'm quoting him, the intellectual classes abandon the ancient theology, and after some hesitation, the moral code allied with it. Literature and philosophy become anti-clerical. The movement of liberation rises to an exuberant worship of reason and falls to a paralyzing disillusionment with every dogma and every idea. Conduct, deprived of its religious supports, deteriorates into Epicurean chaos. And life itself, shorn of consoling faith, becomes a burden alike to conscious poverty and to weary wealth. In the end, a society and its religion tend to fall together, like body and soul, in a harmonious death. Meanwhile, among the oppressed, another myth arises, gives new form to human hope, new courage to human effort, and after centuries of chaos, builds another civilization. That is Will Durant. Very sober warning for our times, though that was written 60 years ago. So in a world like today, religion can do one of three things. Number one, it can attempt to conquer society. That is the radical Islamist version. Number two, it can withdraw from society. That is the Benedict option, or the ultra-Orthodox option, or the Soloveitchik option. Or number three, it can attempt to re-inspire society, to do what Will Durant called giving people a new form of human hope and new courage to human effort. Well, if we adopt the first option, the radical anti-Western option, we will move straight away into the Dark Ages. If we adopt the second option, We will survive the dark ages, but they will still be dark. But if we adopt the third option of being true to ourselves and yet engaged in the public square, we just have a chance of avoiding the dark ages and of countering cultural climate change. And by religion, I don't mean religion as a substitute for science. I certainly don't mean religion in opposition to a free society. Don't forget, the architects of freedom in the modern world, in Holland, in England, and in America, in Spinoza, Locke, and Jefferson, they did it in the name of religion, not as a protest against, but in the name of religion. So what do I mean by religion in the public square? I mean simply religion as a consecration of the bonds that connect us. Religion as the redemption of our solitude. Religion as loyalty and love. Religion as altruism and compassion. Religion as covenant and commitment. Religion that consecrates marriage, that sustains community, and helps reweave the torn fabric of society. That kind of religion is content to be a minority. I have to tell you, Jews have been a minority wherever we went for 2,000 years. And in the immortal words of Sir Elton John, we can all say as Jews, I'm still standing. So, religion can be a minority, but it can be a huge influence. It doesn't seek power, it seeks influence. It's engaged with the world, it's not in retreat from the world. And if we can do that, we might just bring those two cars closer together. We might just find that we can have our feet in society and our head in heaven. And we can bring the light that will vanquish the darkness. Boy, do we need that kind of religion now. Thank you very much indeed.